There's a kind of silence that follows after a man says something that truly lands. A moment where time pauses, eyes soften, and something shifts in her. In a world saturated with shallow praise and overused flattery, most men are completely unaware of the power behind a well-crafted compliment. But not you. Not anymore. What if I told you that the right words delivered with calm strength and intention could make a woman feel deeply seen, not just noticed, but understood? This isn't about cheesy pickup lines or manipulative charm. This is about connection. And in Stoicism, connection begins with clarity, truth, and presence. Compliments, when rooted in authenticity, become weapons of transformation. Women don't fall for the loudest man in the room. They fall for the one who makes them feel like they're the only one in it. In this video, I'll reveal 5 powerful compliments that don't just impress. They pierce through emotional armor, awaken curiosity, and leave her thinking about you long after the conversation ends. This isn't fluff. This is psychological truth, delivered with Stoic intent. Stay with me, because after this, you'll never speak to a woman the same way again. Number 1. There's something about the way you think. It's magnetic. In a world obsessed with looks, complimenting a woman's mind sets you apart instantly. When you say, "There's something about the way you think, it's magnetic," you're doing something rare. You're admiring her essence, not just her exterior. Why does this work? Psychologically, women are drawn to emotional intimacy and intellectual validation. Compliments that target intelligence and individuality light up parts of the brain linked to emotional bonding and long-term memory. You're not just making her smile, you're making her feel known. Think about it. Most men say, "You're beautiful," 1,000 times over. But very few look her in the eye and say, "Your perspective is unlike anything I've ever heard." That's power. This line also carries a Stoic depth. It's rooted in genuine curiosity and mindfulness. You're not flattering her to get something, you're witnessing her. Try this after she shares her opinion, tells a story, or opens up about something meaningful. Look at her, pause, and say it slowly. Let it land. She won't forget it, because when a woman feels like her thoughts are beautiful, not just her body, she begins to associate you with that elevated feeling. You've just opened a door most men don't even know exists. Number 2, you carry yourself like you know who you are. That's rare. Confidence isn't loud. It's quiet, grounded, and unshakable, and women crave it in a man. But what they don't hear enough is that they're admired for that same energy. When you say, "You carry yourself like you know who you are," that's rare. You're acknowledging her inner stability, something far deeper than looks or charm. Here's why it strikes deep. Women, like all of us, often battle self-doubt beneath the surface. Society pressures them to look a certain way, act a certain way, be everything all at once. So when you pause and honor her presence, her rootedness, it creates an emotional earthquake. This is Stoicism in action. Observing without attachment, speaking only what is necessary and true. You're not feeding her ego, you're reflecting her strength back to her. Say this after she handles a tough situation with grace, sets a boundary, or holds herself with elegance in a conversation. Don't rush it. Let your tone be calm, certain, and warm. It's a mirror compliment, and the beauty is, she'll begin to live up to the version of herself you reflected. Because deep down, every woman wants to be recognized not for what she shows the world, but for the anchor within. Give her that recognition, and she'll never forget where it came from. Number 3, the way you light up when you talk about what you love, it's contagious. Here's a truth most men overlook. Passion is magnetic. And when you highlight a woman's passion, you do more than flatter. You validate her soul. When you say, "The way you light up when you talk about what you love, it's contagious," you're drawing attention to her energy, not just her achievement. That's rare. Psychologically, this taps into the limbic system, the emotional core of the brain. It tells her, I see the fire in you, and it moves me. Most people don't listen to understand. They listen to reply. But a Stoic man listens with presence. He observes the details, the sparkle in her eyes, the speed of her voice, the shift in her posture, and reflects them back with gentle power. That's what makes this compliment so impactful. Use this when she's speaking about something she loves, her art, her dreams, her dog, her favorite memory. Don't interrupt. Let her finish, then say it sincerely. She'll feel seen, and more than that, she'll begin to associate her joy with you. And guess what? We remember the people who make us feel alive. This compliment tells her, your passion matters, and I value the version of you that comes alive for it. That's intimacy, and it's unforgettable. Number 4, you make people around you feel calm, like everything's okay. There's something soul-shifting about being told that your presence brings peace, especially in a world filled with noise, chaos, and emotional storms. When you say you make people around you feel calm, like everything's okay, you're not just complimenting her behavior, you're complimenting her energy, something most people never acknowledge. This hits deep because women are often caregivers, empaths, nurturers, but rarely are they told that their energy itself is healing. And here's the twist. When you say this, you're also communicating how you feel around her. Safe, grounded, at peace. This is Stoic wisdom at its core. Recognizing tranquility, admiring inner stillness. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." When you say this to her, you're telling her that she is that retreat. Psychologically, this creates an anchor. It's powerful emotional association. When she thinks of peace, she thinks of you. Use this compliment when she's helped someone, supported a friend, or just held space in a quiet moment. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes a silent presence says more than words. You'll stand out. Because while most men chase excitement, you're admiring serenity. And women don't forget the ones who bring stillness into their storm. Number 5, you're not like most people. There's something beautifully different about you. Every woman has a quiet fear that she's just like everyone else, easily replaced, easily forgotten. That's why this compliment. You're not like most people. There's something beautifully different about you. Lands like lightning. It doesn't just make her feel unique, it makes her feel irreplaceable. Here's the psychology. The human brain is hardwired for significance. We crave individuality. And when someone sees something in us that we can't fully name, but deeply feel, it creates instant emotional glue. But here's the key. Don't make it vague. Anchor this compliment in something specific. Maybe it's the way she speaks with compassion. Maybe it's her laugh, her honesty, her stillness in a chaotic world. Use this when she least expects it, when there's no agenda, when you're both just being. This line is Stoicism meeting emotional intelligence, a calm observation delivered with quiet reverence. You're not idolizing her, you're honoring the truth of who she is, and the courage it takes to stay that way in a world trying to make everyone the same. That's unforgettable, because when you make someone feel seen for what makes them different, you become the person who makes them feel whole. And in love, that's everything. Conclusion. So here's the truth most men never learn. It's not about saying more. It's about saying what matters. These 5 compliments aren't tricks. They're reflections, mirrors that show a woman the parts of herself she often hides or forgets. And when you, as a grounded Stoic man, can speak to the soul instead of the surface, that's when she truly starts to feel something real. You've just learned how to go beyond the superficial, how to speak with purpose, how to touch not just her ears but her heart. But now the choice is yours. Will you be like most men, saying what's expected? Or will you be the rare man who sees, feels, and speaks from truth? If you found power in these words, then you're already one step closer to becoming the kind of man women don't forget. So comment below. Which of these compliments resonated most with you? Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe, because your growth is just beginning. Speak less, mean more. That's the Stoic way.